everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Milla and I'm so happy and grateful that you're here with me today. I'm doing my September 2025 completed pages. I'm a little bit late this month again, as I've been away for a few days and have just recently come home, so I'm just trying to film this now before I do my haul video. So I don't have as many pages as I thought I was going to have this month. I feel like I did more than I actually did, but I may have forgotten something, which is highly likely with me. So if so, I will include that in next month's completed pages. So anyway, these are my books that I've completed this month. So I'm just going to move them all to the side and we'll get straight into it. Okay, as always, I go into my planner first, and I haven't updated my stats for this month, so I'm a little bit slack with that. I haven't checked in on how many new followers I've had on any of my platforms yet. I will get to that eventually, but I try not to sort of pay too much attention to that because I'm just doing this for the love of it, not to gain followers. Although I absolutely appreciate you all that are here and take the time to watch my videos. I'm so glad to be sharing this journey with you. But what I mean is that I'm doing this more for just fun. I love seeing other people's work and I love making new friends. So this is what this is all about for me. I just wanted to make that clear, that I'm not in this to make a business out of it or anything like that. I just want to have fun and share our completed pages. So anyway, this is my completed page for September in my Amanda Colors 2024 coloring planner. And I'm really happy with how this one came out. I used my Neo Color 2s to base everywhere, and I went over the top with my Prismacolor pencils, and I did use a little bit of my Pentel Dual Hybrid glitter pens for the stars. That's not clear, is it? There we go. So I used my Pentel Dual Hybrid metallic, is it metallic? Glitter pens, whatever they're called. I don't know. I always get it wrong. For the stars and for a few of the embellishments across the page. I also used my Languo gel pens to, add a few extra details as well, but I'm really happy with how this came out. This page took me a while, but it was wonderful. I loved every moment of it. And I also included this one as a page for Spacetember this month. Spacetember is organized and hosted by Soraya Colors. I think she has a YouTube page, but she's definitely on Instagram, and she is the most lovely person. So much hard work goes into the Spacetember theme, and it's so much fun. This is my first year of being involved and I've loved it. It was so much fun. Anyway, this was loosely based on Spacetember, I guess. I'm just sort of tried to make a bit of a galaxy sky, but I really enjoyed this. This page was by Raider Prints, and honestly, due to having this book from Amanda Colors is how I discovered Raider Prints, and I'm obsessed. I now have all of her books. She also goes by Rayhan Uduchi, I think it is, something along those lines. I'm so sorry if I've said it wrong. But yeah, Raider Prints has the most gorgeous work. I don't know, there's just something about it that I really am drawn to. And yeah, this page was so much fun. I used my Neo colors and didn't get barely any buckling at all on this page, and I did do a couple of layers. So compared to how I've worked with water before in the past in this book, I think I've figured out the sweet spot on how to do it without buckling my page too much, and I'm super happy with the outcome of this one. I would color this page over and over again. In fact, one of her books that I've picked up, I think it's Cozy Spaces, has this picture again on a larger scale, so I will get to color it again, and that makes me very happy. So that was my September page in my 2025 coloring planner by Amanda Colors. I will now go on to an ongoing WIP This one is from Fragile Worlds by Kirby Rosanes, and I copied this one out of my book because I was testing out a totally different technique that I wanted to use, and I'm really happy so far with how it's coming along. It doesn't look too much different from last time I showed this in my WIP because I've now just gone over the background and finished coloring that. It was based with Derwent Inktense, and I've gone over the top with Prismacolors, and the color, the vibrancy of this is unreal. I love my Prismacolors to get really, really vibrant, gorgeous colors. And now I'm just going to finish the fish, and I'm just deciding what color I want to do the fish now to make them pop. I think I know what I want to do, but I've just got to get it on the page. So that's a WIP that's still going. I did work a little bit on it this month, but I anticipate that I will hopefully finish it this month, if not next month, if I get my butt into gear. Okay, and so my next one is Kawaii Daydream by Colored Caramel. I printed this one out as a PDF, and it is so cute. I love this book. The page I did in this one is this page. It's so cute. So this one had a bit of a Japanese theme, so I ran with it. Oh my goodness, my pages are all squished. Let me just pull it apart for now. And this is the page that I did. I'm really happy with this one. I went all in with the cherry blossoms, and I loved using the Japanese theme here and implemented as much cute cherry blossom goodness as I possibly could. I used my Ohuhu markers to base this. I also used my Lengua gel pens to put the finer small details in here, and I also used my Guangna acrylic markers. I forgot to write down exactly what I used here, but I think that was everything. I don't think I used any colored pencils at all, but it was so fun. I really like the cute little details that I got on her kimono and her kimono. I tried to make the lotus flower look like it was floating. I'm not sure how well I pulled that off, but I'm still happy with the outcome. I really like the color palette. I didn't follow any specific color palette, so I kind of just mashed a few colors together, but I am happy with the result. This one was a really fun page. I like Colored Caramel, and I don't color in their books half as often as I used to, and I really need to change that because the outcomes are always so cute, and I'm really, really happy with this one. Her little face is so cute because there's about to be a cherry blossom petal fall on her head. I love this book. It is so very, very cute. So that is Kawaii Daydream by Colored Caramel, and I'll just do a really quick flick in case anyone is interested. This is obviously a cute and cozy book, but so super cute, and one of the few brands that I love to support because I just really like their cute little pictures. So yeah, that was Kawaii Daydream by Colored Caramel. Next PDF that I did was I photocopied this one. This is Dreamy Land by Bogiki. I love Bogiki. They're one of my favorite cute and cozy illustrators, authors, artists. I'm not sure of the exact word to use here, but I really love their stuff. I've got every single one of their books, and I copied this book because I was just trying out some new techniques, and I always do that when I want to try something but not put it in my book. So this is the page that I did in this one. I think it came out so cute. A little girl and boy holding hands and then walking down the path with their puppy. I just wanted to kind of go a little bit sort of magical with this. So I've done lots of stars in the sky. This little thing was in the bush and I turned him into a cookie. I have no idea. I have zero idea why I did that, but I just did, and I think it's cute. I'm happy with how it turned out. There we go. I don't know if he was just like a little critter sitting in there, but I don't know. Something told me just to make him a cookie, so I did. And I've got a little star clip in her hair, which is so cute. This little guy and this guy creeping from behind the building. I loved coloring this page. It was one of those pages where I just colored it and let it go. I didn't follow any color palette. I wasn't trying to specifically follow a theme of any sort. I just wanted to color. And because it's a nighttime scene, I put these guys into their pajamas. I thought it was cute. So they're matching. Their little puppy is with them and he looks so happy. It was so fun. So I used my Ohuhu markers again on this one. I also definitely used my Languo gel pens for the water and the stars. I also used I think I might have just used a Posca marker for the outline of this cloud. I don't know why I put a cloud here. I can't remember what was underneath it. I'm not sure. I think there was a cloud there. Or something that looked like a cloud, and I just tried to color it in all pastel colors. It didn't work out exactly how I wanted, but I don't care. I'm still happy. I like the colors. They're cute. I added, yes, so I did definitely use my Guangna acrylic markers as well, because I put these flowers in the bushes. I used white gel pen and white acrylic marker in their hair to sort of give them a bit of highlight. I just think this page turned out cute, and it was a fun one to color. It didn't take me very long, maybe an hour or two, I think. And I love it. I'm very happy with that. But Geeky, again, has the cutest designs. I love their little illustrations. It's just so, so sweet. Some of them are really, really open spaces. This one's really cute. I love this page. And then some are a little more detailed, so you can kind of pick and choose, which I like having options. But I just love their line weight, and I love the little people that they have in their books. And even the little characters are cute too, like the little critters. I really love. That would have been a cute one for Spacetember. I went through all of my books, and there was just so many choices, and I just didn't get nearly enough done. But yeah, this is super cute. I love that. That's the cover page, and obviously I've just printed it on my black and white printer, so it's not in color. And yeah, so that was Dreamy Land by Bogiki. The next one is Space by Hanna Karlzon. Now this is a little bit of a cheat page because it's not really a page. I ran out of time. And I didn't have enough time to finish a full page in this book. So I thought, instead of starting it and then leaving it half done, I'm just going to do this page. So I'm claiming it. All I did with this was just use all the colors of my Pentel Dual Hybrid metallic markers. These are all glitter. I don't think it's going to properly show up on camera because I just have natural light here today. But under lights, this is so super sparkly. I absolutely love these gel pens to death, and I use them anywhere I possibly can. So that was just a tiny little page, and just, I don't know, a cute start, I guess, to this book. So when I open it, it's not blank. I did intend to do this one as an easy one, but again, I didn't get to it. And 1,000 people have probably already shown this book, but it is so cute. Even though this one was aimed at kids, it's still typical Hanna Karlzon themes and characters, and I adore her work. She is one of my favorite illustrators, and every single page, look at that. I had so many ideas for this month and not enough time. I was so busy, and I think this month's going to be the same, unfortunately, but I will get done what I can. I highly recommend this book. It cost me $11, and her Hanna Karlzon's normal books cost me anywhere from about $18, $19 Australian right through to high 20s, and this was $11 off Amazon, and I just ran and grabbed it. I mean, granted, it's not the thickest book. It's quite thin. The paper is still bloody great for a kid's book. Really love it. So that's Space by Hanna Karlzon. And obviously that space book was for Spacetember as well. I tried to sort of theme the majority of my pages this month around Spacetember. This one is The Way Home by Morgan O'Brien. I wanted this so badly as a book, but I came in too late where it's no longer available in print, which I was so bummed about, but it was my own fault for waiting too long. And Morgan O'Brien offers this book for free on his Ko-fi page, which is amazing. And I did this one of little Grogu. He is so cute. This one is Spacetember themed as well, and I literally did nothing in this page other than I used my Chenrui marker. I had to think for a second if I used my Ohuhu markers. I used my Chenrui markers for this one, and I shaded with the Chenrui markers as well. I have used my white pen. I used my white Poscard pen here just for a few highlights, and I've also used my silver Signo glitter pen for the stars. Hopefully that is showing up, but other than that, I literally just did alcohol marker and a tiny little bit of gel pen for the highlights. And I love this. This book is beyond cute. If you like Star Wars and you like Grogu, it is just full. It's very much like Morgan O'Brien's style, the matchstick mouse and any day type vibe, and it's perfect for a nice quick color but bold enough lines to use alcohol markers. And truly, if you like this book, run and grab it off his Ko-fi and, you know, donate a few dollars for his hard work. But I love this so much. I can't wait to color more in this. It's really, really cute. And yeah, I'm really happy with how my page turned out this month. And that again is a Spacetember page. He's so cute, his little face, just, oh my gosh. This book is so well done by Morgan O'Brien. So that was The Way Home. My next one is from Mythamorphia. One second, I'm just going to go back out a little bit. So Mythamorphia by Kirby Rosanes. Oh, I love this book. This is the book that I did the Kraken page in previously that I showed. This guy. I love this book. Oh my gosh, I love it. I did this page for Spacetember. This was my ultimate Spacetember page. I had picked this from last month and I said I made myself make sure that I colored this month because I really wanted another page done in this book, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I used Neocolor 2 for the background. I based it with 2 or 3 layers. I was mucking around with placement for the colors and it took me a few layers, but I think I got there in the end. And then I went over top with some, I used my Prismacolor pencils over top just to sort of blend out any sort of smudgy bits. The idea of Neocolors obviously is to not have a perfect background, but for this picture it's not perfect by any means, but I didn't want it to be quite so blotchy. And I know that the galaxy sky is blotchy and I definitely have some spots here which still are, but what I had in my mind is how I've made it turn out here. So I used my Lengua gel pens to go over any of the black lines, and I tried to sort of make the crystals look a little more glassy, crystally, I guess. The black lines I just wanted sort of gone, so it was a bit softer looking around on his beard, and I wanted it to sort of be its own elements on the page, which I don't know. I'm just learning different techniques and trying as I go and hoping for the best. So I did all of that with Prismacolor as well, and then use my Lengua gel pens to get rid of the lines. I used my white Posca marker to do the stars, and I also used my Lengua gel pens for this asteroid belt thing happening over here, and I also used my, I think it was just my Signo silver glitter gel pen on some of the stars just to sort of break it up because the other stars are yellow. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? watch what you're doing. Okay. Sorry guys. All right, so just trying to show where the silver stars are, and it's sort of in natural light. You sort of get a little bit of sparkle and shine from the metallic gel pen. I'm really happy with how he turned out, and again, as always, it's such a pleasure to color in Kirby Rosanes's books, and his line work always helps guide me with shading and things like that. So this was super, super fun. And this is Sandman out of Mythamorphia by Kirby Rosanes. That is all of my Spacetember pages. Nope, sorry, I lied. That is not the last of my Spacetember pages. I've got one color by number that's Spacetember as well, so I'll get to that. Next up, I have Mania by Gabby Wolf. This is number 6. I adore Gabby Wolf's books, as I've said previously. Absolutely love, love, love Gabby's work. And this was a WIP that I finally finished after a million years, and I love it. I did this jar with the little mushroom house, and I'm super happy with this. It's not perfect by any means. This was the first page I did with my new Neocolor 2s, and this one I left more blotchy, and I love it. I'm happy with it. Like, I used a darker blue Neocolor around the side, and then sort of blended outwards. It's kind of all over the show, but I love it. Like, I want sometimes for my pages to look a little bit messy. So I used my Neo 2s for the background and the ground down here. I've got to work on blending my colors together here when they're completely different, but I didn't mind too much because I wanted this to be real grungy colored, and that's paid off for sure. But yeah, I probably could have put maybe some grass strands or something there to kind of blend it, but I'm okay with how it turned out. I don't like how I did the smoke coming out of the chimney up here. It didn't turn out exactly as I wanted to. It did have 2 little clouds coming out, but I just botched it, and I tried to fix it, and I just gave up in the end. I was like, you know what? I don't really care. It's fine. I can live with how it is. The color pencils I used on here were my Faber-Castell Black Edition. Oh my God, these pencils. I've used them a few times in my books, and they're amazing. I absolutely adore them. Like, I have them up there right next to my Prismacolors. They're not as good as the Prismacolor, but oh my gosh, they're amazing pencils for the price. And look how vibrant the colors are. The page is completely burnished, but it's, they blend like an absolute dream. This is only Faber-Castell Black in here. There is no other pencils at all. I didn't blend with a blender pencil. I just used the pencils I was using to blend together, and it's not perfect, but I am so super happy with how that turned out, and just love using these pencils. I also used my white Posca pen to go around the jar and sort of add the highlights and things like that. In the sky, I used, again, my white Posca to sort of do the little shooting stars and the bigger stars. And then I used my Pentel Dual Metallic Gold Glitter pen. This is always so hard for me to spit out. I'm so sorry, guys. It's horrible. I just can't say it for some reason. I don't know. I'm sure you guys know which pen I'm talking about. It's the Pentel Dual Hybrid one, and it's the gold glitter one. So that I used for some of the other stars to try to kind of contrast against the white stars and just give it something extra, and it sparkles in the light, which I love. So that one was a lot of fun to do as well, and I'm glad to have that WIP finished. This book is super cute. I have all of Gabby Wolf's Mini Mania books, and I adore them. I just want to color them every day, but I just have so many books now. I checked my bookshelf app, and I have gone so nuts lately, you guys. I need to be restrained because I now have 270 books, and well over 50% are untouched, so I need to stop it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just can't stop buying all these cute books. But anyway, this was Mini Mania 6 by Gabby Wolf. All right, now I have all of my books left are now color by number. Oh, this big boy. This is the one I was talking about last month with volume 1. Now, this one is volume 2. You guys seem to like this book. Just zooming you out a little bit. You guys seem to like this book, and with good reason. It's amazing. It's so fun. I only managed 1 page in this book, and I absolutely stuffed it. I'm so annoyed. I did this Buzz Lightyear page for Spacetember. I'm so disappointed because I loved doing this page. Every single second of it was so fun. I used Languo gel pens for this whole page, and it turned out beautifully, perfect even on the first round. And that's where I should have left it alone. But I like to seal my pages, especially when I've used gel markers, because they scratch and it just starts to look a bit yucky if it's not sealed or fixed. Sorry, 1 second. My throat's getting a little bit dry. I just needed to have a sip of my coffee. I use my Languo gel pens, and I should have left it alone. I always seal off these pages because I don't like it when they stick to the page beside it and get that scratchy, scuffed look. So I wasn't thinking, and I used my acrylic sealant that I use, I used my acrylic varnish, not sealant, same, I guess. But yeah, the acrylic varnish, not thinking, because I use it over the top of my, these pages that I do with my acrylic markers, and it seals perfectly. It makes the color so vibrant and just holds it in place, doesn't scratch, all that jazz. This one, not thinking, did it, smeared all over the page, and I spent hours doing this, and I was so annoyed. Honestly, I almost felt like crying. I know it's only a coloring page, but I take my time with these pages, and I don't know, I just got so frustrated. So I was like, you know what, fine, I'll go back in with another layer and fix it. You know, where I smeared it, easy, I can go back in and fix it. And that happened. I fixed it, got everything good. And it's stupid me, again, couldn't leave well enough alone, could I? This time I used, instead of using the fixative that I use for when I use Prismacolor, I have a spray fixative for that. I thought I probably could use that because I'm not going to use that paint varnish again because it's smeared. But then I remembered that I have this, which is a picture varnish matte. It's matte as well, and it's a spray, and I thought I'm probably safer using a spray because I'm not sort of dragging the color downwards. Did that work? No, it did not, because now I don't know what I've done to cause this to happen, but it's completely, like, I don't know, it's like, it looks like it's still wet in some spots. It's completely dry. It's been sitting open for like weeks. I just see how much darker it is here to here, and I can't work out why, because it's kind of done that across the page. Like this here is one color, but look how different the color is. I have no idea. This was a frustrating one, you guys. But anyway, it's completed. I love the picture itself. Like, it's great. And I wish I had taken a photo of it before I sprayed it. But I didn't. And it's a lesson learnt. And a page done out of this book. So that was Buzz Lightyear for Spacetember, and he's so cute. I love Buzz. He's amazing. And yeah, all I used, as I said, was my Languo gel pens for all of this page, and then for the outside I just used a purple acrylic marker for the outside here. I always like to, I've said it before, I think you guys already know this, but I always like to go over the key. Once I'm done, I don't like that sitting there with a completed picture, so I try to use a color around the outside that will tie in with the picture somehow. And I'm happy overall with that, except for this discoloration thing happening here, but whatever. It is what it is. So that was 300 Colorage Volume 2. These are by Hachette Little Heroes. I paid, I think, about $60 for each of these books, but if you didn't catch my last video, they are so thick. There is 300 pictures in here with over 100, I think, or 100 of them being the Colorage Mystère pages and similar. So I won't flip through again because I will do a Disney flip through of my books because I have heaps of Disney. I love Disney. But yeah, to give you a quick look, these are some of the solutions. This was the other one I really wanted to do for Spacetember, but just, yeah, ran out of time. So yeah, that was 300 Colorage Volume 2 by Hachette Little Heroes. My next one is Petite Poupée. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite book that I own in the color by number style books. This is by Hachette Little Heroes, and again is color by number. I'm just going to zoom in a smidgy. So cute. I have the bookmarks in this as well, which correlates to the Petite Poupée book that is not color by number. They're much more similar, by Capucine. I think that's how Capucine Sauvignon. I don't know. I can't speak French, so I'm not sure if I'm anywhere near close to right. But yeah, that's who is the illustrator for this book. It is so cute, and it only has, I think, 40. It has 40 illustrations in this book, and they're more on the easy side. So the page that I completed this month is Ariel. She is my favorite Disney princess, so it was only natural for me to jump straight in and do her first. I'm absolutely stoked with how this turned out. I only used my Guangna acrylic paint pens for this one, and then I used my black Posca paint pen to do the black outline, and it is a match made in heaven. It works perfectly together. I leave my outlines until last, and it means that I can just tidy up any little overlapping colors that I might do. Oh my gosh, I love looking at this. I'm so happy with the color palette. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing. I only have the 168 set of the acrylic markers, and I think it's up to like 280 now. So I'm sort of feeling like I might need to get the bigger set because I'm finding there's a couple of colors that aren't quite exactly what I need. So it'd be cool to have a little bit of extra colors to choose from. So this one turned out beautifully. I'll just show you a little closer. There's not really much to see, but the line work in this is great. It's fairly easy to cover. You do need to do a couple of layers over the lighter tones, but you know, that doesn't bother me because it's still super quick. I only need to do maybe 3 coats max, and even that, it sounds like, oh my gosh, you know, it's annoying to do 3 coats, but it literally takes seconds. Once you've laid down that initial color, I find it's easy. I just don't go to the edge. I just sort of quickly go over the middle bits here and just make sure that I've covered over any areas that I've missed. And then I went in around the outside with a purple acrylic marker pen, and then over the top of that I went in with my Sheen, I think they're called opal watercolor paints, or they're maybe metallic, I don't know, but they're divine. One second. These are the paints I'm talking about. They're tiny, like they're tiny little pans. They're so small, but the colors are beautiful. I think this whole palette of paints cost me, oh man, it had to have been under $10. Definitely was under $10. And there's so many colors. I can't even remember how many colors, and I'm not counting right now, but there's heaps. And they're beautiful. Look at this shimmer. It's hard to show again because it's natural light. I need to have my lights on to show the actual shimmer, but it's stunning, and it really suits being the border of this page because of her purple swimmers. I love it. I'm so happy with this page. I've already done another page in this book for this month, so that will be on October's completed pages, and I love it. I just want to do every page. So that was Ariel, done out of Petite Poupée. Another Disney book, as always. This one, sorry, I'm just trying to zoom in and out to make sure that I'm not cutting my book off. Disney Colorage Magique Mystères. This is the Pixel book. I showed this in my, I think, oh, I don't, 2 months ago or a month ago or something. The pages that I have done. Okay, I had done these two already, and this month I did Bambi. Love it. So cute. I just do this completely with my Crayola Super Tips only in here, and then I just go around with a black paint pen around the edge. I can't remember. I think I used my Faber-Castell Black Edition acrylic paint pen for these because it's got a really thick nib on it, so it doesn't take me too long. And it just kind of tidies up the page and gets rid of the key down the bottom. I also did these two as well. I haven't done the border for this one yet. That I forgot all about that, so I need to do that. Again, only Crayola Super Tips in these, and just the black paint pen around the outside. These two are so cute. I think they're Lady and the Tramp. If that's not right, please someone correct me, because I tried to find exactly who it was and I couldn't. I feel like they look like baby Lady and the Tramp, and this one was so super cute. I love the color palette on this. I feel like it's perfect to portray the picture. So I am looking forward to doing the next one or two this month, and that was Disney Colorage Magique Mystères Pixels by, who does this one? This is, oh yeah, this one is by Hachette Jeunesse. So it's like the junior 7+ kids book, but I don't care. I love it. And that is the ISBN if anybody is interested. So cute. It's very thin though, and it only has 23 images. I've shown it before anyway, but if you want a full flip through, let me know. My mouth is not keeping up with my brain today, you guys. I'm sorry. The coffee is coffeeing, but not quite enough. Okay. Next color by number is one that always makes an appearance. This is Color by Number Animals by Jade Summer. I'm working through this one front to back, as I have previously mentioned, but this month I did a couple pages. Just get those blotter sheets out. I did the Flamingo, and I haven't finished shading it yet. I love this color palette. Gorgeous. It was so fun. I used my Chenrui markers, as I always do in this book. I've already worked out the color key is the word I was looking for. There we go. We'd glitched for a second there. So I've already worked out the color key, and I started off shading this one with my Polychromos, but I just didn't finish it, which I need to finish because I don't like it being unfinished. This is such a beautiful picture. Really happy with that. I also did this jellyfish with my Chenrui markers, and all I did was the alcohol markers and shaded with the exact same marker that I'd already used once it was completely dry. And that's how I've done the shadows. The highlights were just done with my white Posca paint pen. It doesn't completely, it's not completely opaque, which is not ideal for trying to have a really bright highlight, but honestly it didn't bother me because it's a stained glass window look. It sort of still looks shiny, and that's the vibe I was going for. I didn't love this color palette when I first did it, but it's grown on me now that it's all together and it's all completed. I really like it. It's just, for some reason, this is my vibe completely. All of these colors, the pastel colors, just the pinks and the blues. Oh, I love it. This is beautiful, but it's not something that I'm naturally drawn to as much. I don't know why, and it still looks pretty. Like, it's a great color palette. It's just not something, I guess, that I would pick myself, but yeah. I also did this beautiful horse. I love doing this one because it was a very limited color palette and I just enjoyed it. Same thing as the last page. I used my Chenrui markers for everything, waited till it dried, went in with the same shade on everything to do the shadow. Obviously, this is not something that has to be done. You don't need to do shadowing and highlights. I don't know. I just kind of prefer it over a flat, I'm just trying to see, yeah, over like flat coloring. I personally enjoy it a little bit more, and I feel like it kind of gives the image a little bit more of a rounded effect. Like if you touched it, it would be sort of textured rather than just kind of flat. That's just me. I don't know. It's just something that I've enjoyed doing. And sometimes I do shade with pencil, sometimes not. It does take a lot longer for me when I do it with pencil. So it really just depends if I want to do a quick color or not. But this page is so cute. I love it. I also used my white Posca pen. Nope, sorry, that was a lie. It looks like I've used my white Jelly Roll on this one because it's a bit more finer than the last page. And that's what it looks like a little bit closer up. Nothing exciting, it's just alcohol marker and white gel pen. I could have done a little bit of texture on his beautiful coat here, sort of like what I did with this guy. I don't know if you can see it properly or not, but what I did is used my colorless blender in my alcohol markers and just did stippling motion all over the color to just give it that sort of blotchy look, trying to make him look a little bit sort of furry without sitting there drawing fur strokes on everything, because I just couldn't be bothered to do that. So anyway, that was the horse done as well. So that was 2 for that month, 3 for September. And I'm working my way through this book. My next one is this little sloth guy. Oh, I forgot about this. I also started this. I was at my daughter's soccer training one night and it was getting dark and I couldn't really see. I was sitting in the car and I just saw this page at the back of this book. Jade Summer and a lot of the cute and cozy authors put in sample pages in the back of their books just to trial other books that they have, which I think is fantastic. Anyway, I sat and started coloring this one because I just didn't want to think about it. I just wanted to color and I had every intention of finishing this, and I completely forgot until I accidentally flipped to it just now. So I've started to color these in just with Chenrui. There's nothing else on here. It's all Chenrui. I've just used different shades and things like that just to try and add depth and different things. So if I get around to this one, I will finish it. It wasn't necessarily a page I started with the intention of having it in my completed pages or anything. It was just, I just wanted to color and I had my markers there and just got to start on it. So that was a fun one. Anyway, this is Color by Number Animals by Jade Summer. I only have one book left and it's my 100 Quest Color by Number with Black Frames by Sun Life Drawing. I have this every month pretty much because this is one of those that I sit down with my pencil case of Crayola Super Tips. I've got my color key in the front, so depending on what markers I want to use, I've got Crayola Super Tips, I've got Languo gel pens, and I've also got, they were alcohol markers, but I just bombed out with them because it bled everywhere and was too annoying. It just wouldn't stay inside the lines, so I gave that the flick and just stick with this. Even the gel pens were a bit much, so. All right, so I've got a couple for this month that I've done. I clip them together so that I can flick back and forth between my color key at the front. So first up was this cute little puppy. He's adorable. I love the colors on this one. He's so cute. This was a circle one, obviously. I love this. I did everything with Crayola Super Tips. The only thing I haven't tried in this book yet is pencil, because I feel like it will take me forever, because I do like it to color. Nope. I do like it to cover the numbers as much as possible. I mean, with this, you can still see a lot of the numbers because the tones are fairly neutral and light on the dog, but I don't mind. I think he's super cute. Then, no. So this was done with alcohol marker. I lied. This was the one I did with alcohol marker. My apologies for that. I thought it was last month. You can't really see it here, but it bled. I was going over the different numbers and just, yeah, trying to get it back looking neat and tidy. And it actually took me longer to use alcohol markers than it did my Crayola Super Tips. So won't be doing that again. The colors are gorgeous and vibrant as always with alcohol markers, but yeah, as we can see here, I completely would not have thought of that unless I saw that. I've forgotten about that, my bad. Right. I don't know what. Oh, I think I started coloring this. Yep, I did. I started coloring this page without my blotter sheet, and it's gone through to there. I need to fill that in with white Posca, but whatever. This is just basically a picture of the sea with some sort of mountains, I guess, and the sun's going down. Beautiful sky scene, but it's kind of hard to make out. When I was coloring this, it took me so long to work out what on earth this picture was going to be, because there is no solutions in this book. Your pages go right to the very back, so you don't know what you're coloring. It's essentially, I've shown before, but it's just, that's what you see. I guess sometimes you can kind of make it out, but most of the time you just got to wait and see what happens. But yeah, this one was cute. This is definitely all Crayola Super Tips. Slightly a little bit more streaky than the alcohol markers, I guess, but that doesn't bother me. This one is more just for getting color on the page because it just feels good to color sometimes. I don't know about you guys, but I have spoken about some of my mental health struggles before. I do have OCD, which I struggle with, but I also have anxiety, and coloring has been a complete godsend for me. I find that even doing these pages especially helps just so incredibly much to switch off. I'll put an audio book on in my ears, or I'll watch some YouTube, or I love true crime, so I'll listen, you know, to some true crime or whatever. And it's in that moment that I can forget about everything, and it feels so good to even have a page completed like this that has had no thought put into it. It's just find the colors, put it on, find the colors, put it on, and I'm done. So I'm so grateful for coloring. I used to color all the time as a kid, and I don't know why I ever stopped. As I said earlier, I'm not doing this to make money or I'm just doing this for fun because it makes, like, it brings joy to my life. And, you know, obviously my kids are my main source of my joy, but for my own little, I guess, hobby, my own little creative space, this is it for me. I used to do beauty content creation for a long time, and that was amazing as well, but I just burnt out doing that. It was a lot, and it's even faster moving than the coloring world in terms of new products, so I just could not keep up anymore. So I burn out with that, and I'm so happy that I've found this little hobby again, because I'm very, very happy. But anyway, that was a bit of a tangent, but basically I'm just so grateful for this. I'm grateful for the new friends that I've made so far. I'm so thankful for you guys who stop in and watch and spend this little bit of time with me. I love reading your comments. It makes me just so happy to know that there's like-minded people out there that enjoy what I might have to offer as much as I enjoy what you guys have to offer. I love it. I love watching your guys' videos. And if there's anybody out there that is following me that I haven't followed you back yet, I'd love to see your stuff. So just let me know below, and I'll definitely jump over and have a look. I try to check my comments, but if I've missed anything, I'm so sorry. I will go back and have a look to make sure that I reply to everybody, because I just, yeah, I want to have a safe little space here that we can chat and have a bit of fun and color together. So thank you again, everybody. It really means a lot to me that you hang out with me for this little bit of time. So anyway, back to this, because I keep getting sidetracked again, but I love you guys and I'm so grateful. This one was, I find these triangle pages a little bit harder because it's kind of a weird shape to color with. Even though the Crayola Super Tips have a pointed tip, it's not super pointy. So sometimes, yeah, I kind of go all over the place, but this turned out okay. It's just a sailing boat on the water with a bit of a sunset. Pretty color palette. Only Crayola Super Tip, and that was a fun one. This one is a bird, two birds, Took me a while to figure out what was going on here when I was coloring it. I was like, what is this coming off the side? And then I realized it was two different birds. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this one's a cute one. I like this. I do enjoy coloring this honeycomb shaped, not a honeycomb. My goodness. What's the shape? Hexagon shaped little pixels here. They're so fun to color. I like how this one came out. This one is cute too. Again, all Crayola Super Tips as always. This one's a fun color palette. I really like the pinks. I love the pinks in the Crayola Super Tips as well. It's a really pretty pink. I like that there's some blue roses. I wouldn't think to color them blue normally, but turned out cute. Then I have a kitty cat with some square pixels. I really need to, this is a peach color. This number 6 here, and it is peach, but it's more kind of salmon leaning into coral, I guess, and it's just off. Same thing happened when I did my giraffe. Really quickly, just go back. See, it's just off. It's too pink. I'm not sure even if that's showing as much on camera, but in real life, it's very pink. So I kind of need to fix that up because when I look at it, it's just too off because cats don't usually have pink on their faces. I don't know that I have a light enough color though to fill that spot. But anyway, that's another page done. There's a cute little kitty cat. I'm not a fan of coloring cats, but this one was cool because it was done for me. I didn't have to try and draw fur or any of that stuff. I loved doing this one because again, it was a beautiful palette, and it's a bouquet of flowers, perfect for spring. It's spring here and nice and bright and colorful and cheery. So I really enjoyed that. At first I thought it was like some flowers sitting in an upside down umbrella. Maybe it is, I don't know, but yeah, it's a bouquet, but it's very cute. I enjoyed that one. I think, nope. Oh my gosh, I did so many in September. Okay, those to there. Okay. So this one is a church, I think. Is it a church or I don't know. And this one was fun. It took me a while again to work out what was going on. I thought it was going to be a house, but I think it's a church or a castle maybe. What do you guys think this is? I don't know. Again with the peach though, that pink color. It fits a little bit better in on this page than the cat, but still is off. When I look at it, it's just still not vibing properly. But it's another page done. This one was a mermaid page. It's so cute. I love this color palette, and the circle pixels are the, oh my goodness, I've missed out on one pixel. How did I do that? What color is it? It's 13. It's dark green. Far out. I'll have to fix that up. That's going to annoy me. Oh, and one here. Yeah, good job, Miller. Well done. Anyway, that was cute. I wish I had have known that this was in here for mermaid because that would have been an easy one to do, but I don't know what each of the pages are, so I'm kind of winging it. This one is on the front cover of the two cats. So cute. There. See, here is the giraffe picture that I was referring to. That looks way better than what mine does. It's still a pinky nude color, but it's just not as pink as mine. But that was a fun one. The little lovers sitting on the fence looking at the moon. It's so cute. And then a fish page. I love this one. Not much to say about this one. It was fun to color and it's nice and bright and colorful. And the last one I did for the month is this fox page and bird. Very cute. I like this color palette as well. It was very simple because there was a lot of the same color just repeated through. So I didn't have to change around too much, and it turned out really cute. And that's it. I've done a couple already for this month, but I'll save that for next month to show you guys. And that is everything from my colored pages for September in 2025. And yeah, I'm already well underway this month. I haven't done too many yet, but I'm hoping I have a few things to do in the next week that's going to hold me up a bit, so I will fall behind a little bit. Hopefully I can make up for that because this is such a fun exciting month with all the Halloween pages and things coming. So I need to make an effort to try and, you know, get involved in that, because those sorts of things are always fun. Anyway, that is all of it for now, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and watching my completed pages, and I'll be watching out for your guys. Most of them I think I've seen already, and I'm trying to leave comments where I can. Gosh, you guys have done some amazing coloring this month, and it's just so fun to watch. So on that note, that's it from me. I'm going to shut up now and go. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. I hope you have the most colorful month, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Lots of love. Bye.